What's going on? It's your boy Masta here, live from the MMB Radio Studios. For the MMB Radio Podcast, where no topic is too big or too small, we talk about them all. And on the phone lines, I want to welcome in a woman who I just recently got put on to, and I cannot get off her. I cannot stop watching her content. Adult film star Miss Jada Doll. Jada, what's up?
Hey.
What's going on tonight? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out.
Just hanging out, chilling out, and as I mentioned, adult film star. And again, I recently, got put on to you, and like totally in love with your look and your style and everything. But you haven't really been in the game that long, have you?
No, I started in February 2019.
Okay, so coming up on 1 year.
So kind of new, yeah.
So you're a newbie to the business, to the game, but we're gonna get into, because we're gonna talk about AVN, because you're nominated for an award and all this other great stuff. But I want to get into like the backstory of that. I mean, you've only been in the game for almost a year, and how did that come about?
I don't know. I just really like. I've always grew up into modeling and like taking photos and stuff like that. And then I turned 18, and so I knew I was, able to do more sexy kind of work, modeling, stuff like that. So that's what I wanted to do. And I came across a website, and that's basically how I got introduced to it. And I didn't know that it was like, actual porn at first when I had submitted, to them, like sending them an email like that I was interested in stuff. And then they had emailed me, gave me all the info, told me it was, adult, like content work, whatever. But once they like told me, the amount that I would be making, and I just was like, oh, okay, well, let me think about it. And, so that's kind of how I got into it.
Now, did you grow up being like a fan of porn, or, were you familiar with the business, or just kind of learned as you go?
So I remember the first time I watched porn was in, I want to say 7th grade. So yeah, I actually was a fan of porn, but I didn't, I would just go on and watch. Like, I wouldn't recognize, the performers' names or anything like that. I didn't have I wasn't a fan of anybody. I just watched like a bunch.
Just a bunch of it, but
Yeah.
So when they approached you about, that, hey, this is pornographic, it's adult, I mean, were you nervous at first that, because a lot of people, they get into this and they have no idea what they're about to walk into.
Right. Yeah, I was nervous. Yeah, I was actually very nervous. Like, that was the most nervous I've been in my life. But when I got there, and I felt very comfortable, and I was treated like a princess, stuff like that.
What was the biggest thing that made you nervous? Was it, people finding out, or being naked for the first time?
Well, so honestly, I didn't think anyone was really going to find it, just because this was supposed to be a one-time thing.
That's what they all say.
I'm talking about...
So naive. It's only a one-time thing. Nobody's going to notice it. You're fine.
Right. I didn't think anyone was going to, notice. But the thing is, I'm talking about back in 2017, because that's when I had first, got into it. But I had just did that one thing, waited a year, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it. And so that's when I started back in 2019 of February.
Okay. And then what was who hit you up first and was saying, I found this? Or has that moment not happened yet?
Are you talking about
friends, family? Yeah.
Friends? Yes. Yeah, so they found out literally in 2018. Yeah, so my whole hometown found out. And it was this big thing. Of course, some people were talking crap about me online, and some were, like messaging me like not to worry about the haters and stuff like that. But yeah, so everybody knows basically.
That's cool. I mean, the whole town knows. They could have thrown a parade or something. They could have really, made it lit. But I guess they didn't go that route. So you do this scene,
Yeah.
and then obviously you have a strong following on Instagram. I mean, what, like 12K followers on Instagram, and people are flooding
Yeah.
you, and with all these DMs and everything. What's some of the craziest stuff people have DM'd you?
I get crazy ass DMs all the time. I can't even think. Let's see. I mean,
Random
I delete
DJs
a
asking
lot
you
of.
to be on the podcast.
Oh, you're talking about you.
But I mean, I'm sure my DM was probably a lot less tame than some of these other guys'
Yeah,
stuff they
no.
send you.
Yeah, no. Let's see. Somebody. Let's see.
I mean, on average, like how many dick pics do you probably get a day?
Oh, I get a lot, and I get a lot of videos. It's mostly videos of them like jacking off.
Now, some girls like that stuff, but I mean, is that like, what's your feeling on that?
No, I don't like it. But there are people who do pay me to, rate their dick or whatever. So that's whenever it's okay, when they have my permission or whatever. Other than that, like I hate. It's just like, oh my gosh, why are you sending me this?
So, up to this date now, like how many scenes have you officially done?
Let's see. It's kind of hard for me to keep track, but honestly, it's not too much. But it's a lot for me, obviously. Like, I don't know. So let's see.
So I'm sure there's scenes that you've done
I
that
would
probably aren't
say,
even been posted online yet.
yeah, exactly. Scenes that aren't even out yet and stuff like that. Um, I would say like maybe like 20
Okay.
or like 25,
Now, how often
30. I
how
don't
often
know.
do you shoot? Like, is it something that, you have an agent or someone that hits you up and it's like, hey, we're gonna do it this week, or
Yeah, I do have an agent, and I just come, because I don't live in LA, so I'm just like a traveling model, so I'll just come whenever, I want, um,
oh, where are you originally from?
stuff like that. I'm from
All
Arizona,
right, so not
born and
too far
raised
from
from
Cali.
Arizona. Yeah, and I live in Oregon,
Okay.
so I just travel back and forth, those three states.
Now, when you got into this, what was your game plan? Did you have a game plan of something you want to accomplish, or how many, where you want to be, or you just kind of just letting it play itself
Yeah,
out?
yeah, I'm actually, just trying to get my name out there. I really want to accomplish like my own clothing line, like where everyone can wear it, women and men. Um, so I just want to be known more. Yeah, there's like a lot of things that I want to accomplish, but I don't know if I like want to say it out loud just because I don't want to. I don't know. I have like this thing where I don't want to just
No, I get it.
say it because what
Hustlers
if it
move in
doesn't
silence. I
happen?
totally get it. You know what I mean? You don't want to give away all the secrets.
Yeah,
But so,
yeah, but
but what was life like growing up as a child? I mean, you grew up and were raised in Arizona. Like were
mhm.
you a popular person in school? Were you very like shy, low key?
Um, I was actually pretty popular, but I was also, shy. Like I've always grown up. I've never been too loud. I'm a very quiet, chill, mellow girl, but I was, I knew everybody. Everybody knew me because I was in a small
Hmm.
town. So everybody knew everybody. Um, but yeah, I grew up very like family, family friendly. Just I don't know. I grew up
I
pretty
mean, I can
normal.
vouch for you, that you seem pretty chill because the whole process, or people don't understand how I set up a lot of these
Right.
podcasts. I do, the little introduction to people and try to, feel them out first. And
Mhm.
I straight up told you, I've told you a million times. I'm like, you're so chill. You're like, all
Yeah.
right, whatever,
Thank
whenever,
you.
we can do this. We can talk about that. Like nothing seems to phase you. Um, but you said you're pretty popular in school, small town. Like, were you involved in any kind of like hobbies or any kind of like activities in school?
um, Honestly, not really. Like,
I just
I was
chilled
never
at
in
home,
sports
and
or
people were
anything like
like, "That's the
that.
girl that just is chill at home."
Yeah, I just had a bunch of friends, and honestly, it's because I was pretty, obviously, so a lot of people knew me. But I was just very nice. It doesn't matter. I didn't, I wasn't a mean girl, so I got along with a lot of people. Obviously, I did have girls who didn't like me and girls who I didn't like,
hmm
that type of thing. But overall,
I mean, did you have like a
not
lot of
everybody likes
boyfriends, during school that the girls just wanted to hate on you, or
me.
are they just hating on you because you were pretty, or?
No, honestly, I've only had a few relationships. And then in high school, like I was always single, but I was like, obviously I had little like, um, little
Yeah, like
whatever.
fuck
I don't
buddies or
know how to
something? Like, were
explain
you
it.
stealing these girls' boyfriends?
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess. No, never. I have never. No, there's no girl out there that can say like, oh, she fucked my boyfriend while I was dating him. Nothing like that.
hmm
I've never been a backstabbing type of fucking person because I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
So I would never do that to somebody.
Well, I mean, we opened it
Um,
up to, fans online because, I get a lot of these questions from people, and
mhm.
people commented on social media and they want to know a whole lot of stuff about you. And, you know,
Okay, cool.
the first things first, a lot of people, they want to know like what is your nationality? Like they want to know what's
Um,
your makeup.
so I am half black, half Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody wanted to know, what your ethnicity was. So I mean,
Yeah.
did you grow up like being part Mexican? Like, did you grow up like in a real strict household?
No, honestly, I didn't. My mom. I mean, no, I don't want to talk much about my parents, but yeah, my mom's my best friend. So we've always grown up close. My dad's in my life. He's always been in my life.
So no
So
like stereotypical
uh,
like daddy issues or like
no,
family like,
no, no,
did some kind of weird shit you
no,
see
nothing
on
like
like
that.
Netflix or something.
No.
What was their initial reaction though when they found out that this is what you were doing? Were they supportive? Were they kind of like didn't know how to react?
Yeah. Kind of all of it.
So all the different
Yeah, I guess
degrees of
just a little bit of
emotions.
all, but now they're, yeah, just, yeah, that's how it is. But,
But they're obviously chill with
yeah,
it
they're,
now and, are okay with it. So
exactly. I'm an adult, so I make my own decisions as long as I'm being safe and, making good decisions.
and that's
So,
cool because a lot of families, you either have like polar opposites. You either have the family that's really cool, that's like, hey, as long as you're happy and you're safe and you're doing everything the legit way, you're an adult, you do you. And then there's families out there they just totally
yeah,
disown you. So
I know that, and that sucks. There's a lot of people who that happens to, and it sucks.
now, I mean, guys, obviously now that they hear, that you're kind of low key and shy and have a whole lot of boyfriends, what's life like? What's the social life like when you're an adult film star? Like, or do you get to go out places? Do people recognize you? Is dating hard for you?
Um, no, it's actually not hard at all. I just go out like a regular person. Honestly, I don't even know if people recognize me, but sometimes people stare at me and I'm like, what are they staring at? But I just feel like I don't know if they would know me. So I really don't know. But when I'm out in my hometown and in my home state, yes, like I definitely know, like people know I do porn and stuff. So.
You get like weirdo guys that come up to you and be
But
like, I jerked off to you.
No, nobody has can't come up
Be
and
prepared.
said
You're
anything
still
like
early in the game.
that. Yeah, exactly. I know.
So what type of guy do you like?
What type of, say it
So what
again?
kind of guy do you like? What guys are you attracted to?
I wouldn't necessarily say I like have a strict type, because I've had white boyfriends before. I've had black, Mexican. Um, so you just really have to be, you know, mature, smart, um, good looking. You have to have goals, just stuff like that. You have to treat me like a queen.
Mhm.
um, what else?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
I
into.
get like
I
guys
mean,
all probably see you and they hit you up and want to date you or take you out and everything, and everybody loves the obsession of saying that they're
hmm
dating a porn star.
yeah,
But not every guy is
yeah,
built to be able to do that. Not every guy can handle, they say they can,
right,
so how
exactly.
often do you run into that scenario? Like how quickly do you let guys know what it is you do?
Well, honestly, I don't let anybody in my business. Um, I'm very like, you know, to myself. So I,
But
I
it's
don't know.
something
I
you
don't
would
really
have to
talk
tell
to
a
any other
guy,
guy.
right? I mean, if a guy meets you in a
Right,
bar at a
and
club,
the person I am dealing with, he does know what I do.
okay.
So,
And how quickly did
and
you
I
tell
told
him?
him, I actually told him right away. He has actually, um, we were talking before I even got back into the business. So right whenever I decided to get back in, that's when I told him.
Okay. And he was totally
So,
supportive with it, and so far everything's been, Gucci.
yeah, he was totally supportive of it. He's encouraging. He came to the Pornhub Awards with me. So
Because I feel
yeah,
like that's something you have
he's
to let a guy know
supportive.
from the jump. Like you can't tell a
Exactly.
guy
Yeah, I
6 months
wouldn't.
of dating, that hey, and just we need to have a conversation because first off, the dude's gonna feel like he wasted 6 months of his time if he's not into it. Or worst case scenario,
Exactly.
dude's go on Pornhub, dude's find shit,
Right.
and that's a hell of a way to find out that the girl you've been dating for a couple of months is on film,
Right.
you know.
Exactly. I wouldn't hold it back if it's something that I want to do and stuff like that. So, and if he doesn't agree, then we don't have to be
I
together.
always say honesty is the best policy. You don't want any Jerry Springer type
Yeah.
shit where you find out, on a stage.
Right.
I mean, I know Jerry Springer's kind of
Yeah.
staged and everything, but I always laughed when dudes be on there and they're like, I didn't realize my girlfriend had a penis. Like, really, dude? You were dating for a year and you didn't realize she had a penis? You know.
Oh
So,
my
yeah, you don't want to
God.
date somebody and realize that they're in porn and, realize that that's not
Yeah.
something that you're on board with. Um, so
Yeah.
other fans want to know too. They want to know like, are you into girls? Like,
So it's funny because growing up, well, not growing up, but like in high school, middle school, there was always girls around me who liked other girls, and I've always been like, oh my gosh, like ew, like I would never want to kiss a girl, I would never want to do anything with a girl, and up until like I had never kissed or done anything with a girl up until my very first shoot again, which was in February. So ever since then, I was just like, oh my gosh, like I am interested in girls.
mhm.
Um, Obviously, only if they're cute, they look clean. Like, they have to be a
that's
bad bitch. If
that's
they're not,
almost
then
anybody though. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like, you ain't just
right,
fucking with just any old chick. She's like, if they're
right.
clean, if they're pretty, so all the ugly, dirty ones, sorry. But I mean, was that a little
Yeah.
awkward when you went to do the shoot and are like, oh, so this is what's gonna happen? Like, what was your first initial
Well,
reaction?
no, I had known
Okay,
before. I had known before what
so
it
no
was. Yeah.
surprises.
Um. Yeah. No surprise. But I was very nervous. But she was very nice. Um. So it was so like easygoing and just fun. I liked
Did you
it.
have like an expectation of what it was going to be like when you first did it, or I mean,
Mm,
obviously you've watched porn, you've seen it,
no.
was it like weird or just you just instantly liked it?
No, I didn't think it was gonna be weird. I thought it was gonna be pretty hot. Like I didn't think it was gonna be like, ew, this is weird, this is gross. I didn't think it was gonna be anything like that.
Now, up to that point, have you had any other experiences with girls, or is it just kind of something you keep on film?
No, so yeah, I actually had. So after that, I had shot content with one of my girlfriends, Scarlett Bloom, and we had did a double blowjob. So it was just me, her, and then the male
Hmm.
talent. Um, and I mean, like we were just like obviously like doing a blowjob, but we also like kissed and I like sucked for city city. And so like that would be the only other one. After that, so that was like okay. So my very first one was February, and then that was in like I think October with Scarlett, and then I just shot a VR banger um, movie, and so that it was actually my very first girl orgy. So it was me and three other girls and then one guy. So that was my next like girl, experience. So really just three.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. No, but no, like outside of work fun, like I
No.
mean, because girls hit me up on Instagram and
No.
Twitter and everything, and I mean, they could be just as savage as some dudes. They're like, she and the chicks,
Right.
like, I'm trying to hook up, I'm trying to date her, and I'm like, all right, well, I can ask the questions, but, I'm
Right.
not matchmaker here, you know.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. No, I think there's only been like one girl who has went into my DMs, trying to like, she's like, oh my gosh, like you're so, like I love you, like.
Yeah, man, that's how it starts.
But other than that, girl, pretty much girls, mainly guys.
Mhm. Now, when you're with girls, are you more of the submissive, or are you more the aggressive type? Like, do you have like a preference now, or is it still too early? Are you still feeling the
Um,
process out?
no, yeah, it's still too early. Like I'm not into like that with girls. Like that's more of like me with the guy. I just, make it like sexy and cute and fun. So that's how I feel when it comes to the girls.
Now, after only shooting a couple scenes, like what type of scenes do you like to shoot? Is there a preference? Is there stuff you still like want to do?
Um, yeah, I'm still just shooting the things. I did shoot, I forgot what it's called, but it's where I'm like, I was really tied up and I had like a few challenges, like to see like how long it would take me to come while somebody else was using toys on me. I really liked that. Um, and I don't know, I like the acting one. So when it's like just straight up sex, like it's like that's cool, but I like whenever I get to act
So
and
you like the
have
dialogue, not so much
fun.
the gonzo stuff, just kind of actually doing
Yeah.
acting skills, the stuff that guys fast forward through.
Hmm. Yeah.
No, I mean, now being so new in the game, how much input do you have in the scenes? Like, if do you are you able to dictate like what you want to do, what you don't want to do? How much input do you have?
Well, yeah, I always do, I have, you can't just, well, what do you mean by
Well,
that?
I
Like,
mean,
as
like, have
in,
you ever been, I mean, obviously still very early in the game, so you haven't shot a whole lot of scenes, but have they approached you with some crazy off the wall idea where you're just like, I'm not doing that? Or do you feel because you're still new, you just kind of have to do what a lot of these companies want you to do?
well, no, there hasn't been any time where there's something that I didn't want to do, because if I didn't want to do it, then obviously, I wouldn't
Hmm.
do it. So yeah, I don't think I've come across anything like that yet. Nothing crazy. Anything that I'm booked for, I know ahead of time and I agree if I want to do it or
Okay.
not. So
Yeah, because I mean, you hear horror stories. Some
yeah.
girls get into a scene or get into, a company, and they're they're so kind of
Mhm.
desperate for, lack of better word, to want to make it to please people, that they do things that they later on are like, why the fuck did I, do that type of scene? And
Yeah.
so never the
Yeah, I
case.
haven't. Right. No, it hasn't happened to me.
So what's something you want to do? Like, have you ever brought any ideas to directors, or you kind of like they just shoot you ideas and you just decide yes or no?
Um, I guess it just depends what kind of movie the director wants to make, but the thing that I want to make is more like girl girl type of thing. Yeah, I want to actually shoot like an all black girl orgy, like so we can have like a lot of the black porn stars in one all girl orgy, because you don't really get booked for that many type of things with black girls on black girls. It's usually like a black girl and a white girl, or black guy and white girl, whatever. Um, but yeah, more like cool girl themes with cool like plots, not just the typical like stepsister type of
Hmm.
thing. Like that's honestly getting old. Like I think it's stupid, but
You definitely, like you
um,
mentioned though, you don't see a lot of, like you said, all girl, black girl orgies, you know, you know.
right,
But that's cool though,
yeah,
doing it for the culture. I get that. I understand. You got trying to get other girls
yeah,
into the scenes. Um, but it sounds like, you want to do a lot of the girl stuff. So, I mean, the power of pussy probably worked, I would assume.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got your little taste of it, literally.
Yeah,
And now
like
you're like, I
yeah,
want to
I
do girl
still like
girls.
I'm always on Instagram looking at girls. Like
Now, like,
I
let,
love and I watch girl porn and all of that now.
so, I
So
mean, you
yeah.
said you watched it growing up. You weren't really fans of anybody. I mean, is there anybody right now that you see on Instagram or in the business, not in the business, that you're like, damn, like I want to do a scene with her?
um,
They could be non-porn
I mean,
stars.
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
say
if there's like,
right, exactly. And I would say not even girls that I would want to make a scene with, but it would be girls that I would like want to
yeah.
fuck like in private,
She's like, I ain't even care if we got to put it
And
on film. I just want to hook up with this chick. Hey, you have the power to do
yeah,
that
so
now.
one would be yeah, eventually. Um, so I would say one of the girls would be Ruby Rose. Like she's so fucking beautiful. Like I don't know, I think she's just so beautiful. Um, and just sexy. Like she's super sexy. The stuff that she says in her music, like I think she's just perfect. And also Drea Michelle. Like I would so fuck her, but I don't know.
Well, what? Like I said, you got that clout now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's actually liked a few of my pictures.
See?
So
Yo, that is. If I was you, and I knew I was high and I was important and I had hot chicks like liking my pictures, yo, you could reverse it,
mhm.
slide into their DMs because they would slide in yours.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
So if you
Keeping it into
so
existence.
if you had to direct your own scene, who's it with? What's it gonna be like? What's like, what's the theme of it? Because I kind of like this
Hmm.
Instagram, like you could just start off, or it's just you scrolling through Instagram, you know what I mean, and then you just DM somebody. You can add some dialogue in there, little like sound bites over top of like reading the DM messages.
There's a few scenes that I had wanted to make. And me and my boo thing, we have wanted to. I just totally forgot what they were, but they were like good ass scenes. Like, oh, we've never, seen those before. But I mean, obviously, like it would be cool to do like a porno, and like fucking the delivery guy and stuff like that, or
Like the
like
pizza
just
guy opens the
honestly
box and his
like
dick's in
girl
there.
or yeah, stuff like that,
Like
like
like the
just
cheesy stuff, or
outrageous, yeah, stuff you wouldn't normally do.
now would you? I mean, now your boyfriend obviously is on board with this. Like, has he brought the
Mhm.
idea of like bringing girls home, or like is he using this to his advantage, or is he,
um,
See, low key, because I mean, there's guys out there that are like, yeah, I'm cool with it. 6 months down the line, they're like, I'm not cool with it. And then there's other dudes that are like telling their boys, and
Right,
they're like, yo, bro, you could tell her to bring such and such home. Planting seeds in their head.
right.
Is that something that he's throw that idea out there?
Not really, but he has like asked like like would we ever have threesome? But I've always told him like no because I'm like I will literally knock a bitch out. Not just like no, but I don't know. Maybe I tell
What
him
if he
no.
if he
Like I
brought
don't. I'm gonna
what if
do
he
that.
brought home a hot bitch off of Instagram and was like, babe, I
Right.
don't know what happened. This chick just followed me home. She was like a puppy. Can we keep her? You know, are you gonna say yes? Are you gonna say no? Or
No, I would say no.
what? I mean, at least the dude asked.
Oh, wait, what do you
I,
mean? Can you
I'm
say it
saying
again?
like if he found like a hot chick, say he was just scrolling through Instagram, found a hot
Oh
chick,
no,
and
no,
was like, babe, I
no,
found this chick. She definitely wants to hook up with you, and I really want to hook up with her. You know,
no, no, I wouldn't allow it.
even if it broke his heart, like
um,
she's like, nope, not happening.
no,
Mm-mm. If I don't initiate it, it ain't happening.
exactly. If it's not for me, yeah, like I would be the one to,
And he ain't
like,
gonna say no to
I
that.
would be the one.
So he's just
Right.
hoping that you find somebody on
Yeah. So he
Instagram.
would have to just,
You'd be laying in bed and he
yeah.
just shows you hot chicks on Instagram. Be like, yo, what do you think of her? What do you think of her? You should follow her. He said you prospects.
No, no.
So some of these other questions I get from fans, like they want to know, like, what is your favorite positions? Like, what gets Jada off?
I love my nipples being sucked and touched. So my nipples have a lot of, like I can feel things so easily. I just get turned on so much by that. So yeah, I love nipple play and I love vibrators.
Okay. Now, what do you think is
So
your best? Like, if somebody were to say that they had sex with you, what do they say would be great about Jada? Like, is your head game great? Like, do you like what is somebody would brag about you?
yes, so they would say all the above is literally
Oh, you're the
100%.
total package.
Yeah, my head game. Yeah. My head game, they would definitely say the head game. Like that would be their main like thing, honestly.
Do you enjoy that? Like, are
Is
you
the
more of a
head.
giver or a receiver?
Yeah, I do like to give head. I honestly never used to like getting head because I guess I didn't really find someone to do it how I like, but I do have somebody who does it how I like, so now I
And
like
then
it.
you've met girls now,
Um,
so it's different when it's like
yeah,
eating at a
right.
good restaurant and you're like, I never really tried this restaurant, but now that I tried it, I kind of like it. So now I got more
Right.
options.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to talk about AVN. So
Okay.
AVN, for people, obviously people that listen to the show, who are hardcore fans of the adult world are familiar with AVN is, but for people who are,
Mhm.
finding out about you for the first time, finding about AVN, what is the AVN show convention all about?
Um, so I'm actually new
I was
to
gonna say
this.
this is
It'll be
probably
my
your
first
first
year.
AVN,
I'm
so
still, yeah, I'm still finding out. I'm still, yeah, literally, I don't even
she's waiting
know
for
much.
people to
So
DM
obviously, it's for
her,
your fans.
tell you what to expect.
Yeah, your fans. Um, it's a convention for your fans to come meet you. I'm going to be selling T-shirts, selling
Which are fire,
pictures
by
with
the
my
way,
autograph on
if
them.
people, can see them on Instagram.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I'll just be meeting fans, taking pictures with them, stuff like that. And then there's just parties every day that will be there in Vegas. And then the last night is the awards show.
For what?
which I've never been
But you're
to any of the
nominated,
awards,
right?
so I'll see. Yeah, I'm nervous and excited, and yeah, all of that.
So do you,
I was so surprised that I was nominated. I didn't even think that I would get nominated for anything.
now, how did you find out that you were going to be that you were nominated? Did they contact you, and what was your initial reaction to that?
No, so I had actually went to the AVN nomination party, um, but honestly, I went too late. I went after they had announced it, so I didn't even know. So I don't even know if they announced my name there or what. But then, like maybe a week later or 2 weeks later, I'm on Twitter and I was like tagged in something, and it was like a fan who had voted or whatever, and I was like, what the hell, like. And then it showed that I was nominated, so I was like, oh shit, like I am nominated for something.
Now,
So that's basically what I found out.
now, do you have any plans? Like, do you like have you prepared a speech or something you're gonna say, or like you just kind of like, I'm not even expecting, what's gonna happen if my name is called.
Yeah, I'm not expecting to win, but if I did, obviously I would just thank my fans for voting for me and for watching me and stuff like that. Um, and I would thank my agency. So yeah.
All right, all right. Now, one guy wants to say, what is if when people see you or whatever, they say is your best feature? Like, what do people compliment you the most on?
They would say like my hair, my eyes, or my lips, or like how tall and skinny I am.
Now, would you want to change anything about yourself if you had the opportunity? Like, I know some people love to get implants, like to do different things. Like, were you kind of content with who you are?
No, I don't want any implants. I do want to be thicker, but I'm just gonna be eating more,
Hit those
and
buffets up in
going to the
Vegas.
gym to do that. Yeah, I don't want to get any plastic surgery or anything. But I actually love my body. I love my waist. My boobs are getting bigger, and I love how they're small, but they're also perky, so it just looks perfect. And it just fits my body.
I have to say they're amazing
Um,
on video too. So
Thank you.
now,
Yeah, thank you.
now people want to know, is there anybody in the business you will want to work with? I know we've talked about people that you have crushes on, IG models or singers, whatever, but is there anybody in the
hmm
business that you're like, damn, I really want to work with him, or damn, I really want to work with her that you haven't worked with yet?
Um, so I would love to work with Tiana Trump. She's like one of, whenever I had first decided to get into porn, I was watching her videos. Um, and yeah, so I learned like a little tongue move from her. It's not exactly what she does, but I like made it into my own little twist. But yeah, like I love watching Tiana Trump. I feel like she's super pretty and she has a really nice personality, and she's like pretty crazy, which is like cool.
She's
So
very,
her, I
very
would want to work with
outspoken,
her.
very like, but she's got a huge
Yeah, she's very
following. We saw
outspoken.
her at Exotica, and her fucking line was just like crazy for people that just wanted to get a picture with her.
Yeah, yeah, she's super pretty. Um, but yeah, so that would be the girl. And I've always wanted to work with my friend Scarlett, but we've obviously worked together, so I wouldn't say her anymore. Um, but who else? And a guy would be, I already worked with him, and his name is Little D, but I would definitely like work with him again. Like it was a lot of fun, and he's like, cute, and it was just he's younger, so it was like easy to, he's my age.
Mm.
So I liked
Now I
that.
know you're not supposed to ask women their age, but like, how old are you? Because guys have asking me that too. I mean, you're probably very young in the game.
Yeah, so I'm actually 20 years old.
Wow. So you're like a baby to this game.
Yeah, I turned 21 in 2 weeks,
Oh well,
so
happy
I
early
won't. I'll
birthday
be
to you.
legal.
You know,
Thank you. I can't wait to be
I'm sure that's
21.
not going to stop you from getting lit in Vegas, but you.
I know. I hope not. That's what I'm worried
I
about.
think you won't have any issues with people helping you out with that.
Okay, cool.
So, Something else here. Someone asked me, want to know, like, what is some of your hobbies? Like, what are some stuff you'd like to do when you're not, shooting porn? Obviously, you're not doing porn every day, all day, but
Hmm.
you know, what do
Right.
you what do you enjoy doing?
So I love shopping. I love smoking weed. I love just chilling, hanging out with my family and friends. I love cooking.
So we
Um,
found out why
and
you're
I
so
like to go.
chill, because it's the weed smoking.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was chill. I was smoking when you were texting me.
Nice. So, you say you like to cook. So, what is your go-to dish? What
Hmm.
is something if you had to throw down in the kitchen? What is something you're gonna make?
Um, so I love cooking like fried fish, fried chicken. I love making spaghetti, tacos. Um, I make a lot of food. Like I love cooking, baking, all of that.
Well, you would need to make a lot of
I know
food
how to
if
cook
you're
soul
if you're
food.
getting high. You definitely would get the munchies. So you definitely have to have the food on deck.
Yeah, right. I've been snacking on kiwis all day.
So let's see what else we got going here. We got another guy wants to know, like, how big is too big? And I always before you answer
Oh,
that,
there's
I mean, I always
yeah.
get this question from the guys. Well, Oscar, how big is too big for me? Like, is if dude is like King
Dude.
Dingaling or something? I'm like, bro, you know, calm down, Happy Meal. Like, I don't think you're. I'm sure she's not, worried about you. But like, how big is too big? Humble this guy for me, please.
Oh my gosh. So, honestly, I don't like huge dicks. Like that's what I'm gonna say, just because it's just like, oh
Well,
my
you're
gosh,
so
like there's
tiny,
been times
so
where I've seen
I mean, I would think it would be painful. I mean, it's not like, I mean, you're
I
a tiny
mean,
girl.
it's not too painful. I can get used to it. Like I do like it, but still, it's like I guess I would say I would prefer my like not to have a huge ass dick every single day. Like it's cool when it's every once in a while. There's sometimes where it's like, oh, like yeah, it's a big dick in porn. But then there's sometimes where it's like, all right, like I don't, you know, I'm fine with a small dick.
Sometimes you need a break. I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't be out on the highway,
Yeah,
going full throttle all the time. Sometimes, you want to just a little.
exactly. I don't like that. I
Sometimes you
like,
want a little
you
ride
know,
in the park.
easy,
I
like,
get it. You want a little, Sunday driving. You don't want to be, fast car, NASCAR, you know,
right.
stretching it all out, gaping in that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So at AVN, you're gonna have these shirts, but you have these shirts. You told people you can mail them to them, right?
Yeah, I can mail them.
So where can people find you at
And
online
also,
to, make this happen? Because everybody's crazy with the online. I feel like every day there's a new social media
I
app that I don't
know.
even fuck with. People come up to me and they're like, "You ain't got this," and I'm like, "The fuck is that?" It's like some of these things. I feel like they're asking me if I got some kind
Right.
of disease or something. Like, you don't have such and such. I'm like, no, I'm
I
good. I'm
know.
clean. I don't have that. You know.
Right. There's so much new stuff. But actually, I don't have a website to purchase the shirts yet. I'm just like taking DMs and, they're going to tell me their size and their address and stuff, and I would mail it out to them. But yeah, I don't have a website
Get
yet. I
that
think I'm going to
Venmo
wait until I
going.
get another promotion.
Bitcoin. Cash App.
Yeah, it would be Cash App or PayPal.
Okay, but they got to know where to DM you first. So you're on Instagram, right?
I'm sorry, what
I
was
said, but they
that?
got to know where to DM you first. So like, where can they find you at on
Oh, yeah.
Instagram, Twitter? You know.
Yeah. So my Twitter is Jada Doll XXX, and then my Instagram is Jada Doll with 3 L's and then 2 X's. So Jada Doll XX.
And then you can hit her up, slide
Um,
into DMs, tell her what
yep.
shirt you want.
Yeah.
Sending a dick pic is not going to get
Yeah,
your
and also
shirt.
my Cash App is Jada
Yeah.
Doll X.
Sending her dick pics is not going to get your shirt there any faster. If anything, it might slow the process down. So you might not want to do that. So fair
Yeah.
warning.
Yeah. I won't
Yeah.
reply.
I will take the money and not send your shirt. No, we're fucking around. We're not trying to scam
No,
people.
I wouldn't do that.
And then, like you said, you'll be at AVN. Do you know what booth you'll be at yet, or are you kind of figuring that out? Or
Yeah, so I'll be at the ATMLA booth and also the AVN Stars booth.
okay,
Um, yeah, so I'll be at those booths.
So people can grab a picture
Let
with
me look at this
you.
one.
You have the shirts there,
Yep.
autographs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll also be autographing the shirts. So I'll have like a Sharpie and I'll be signing the shirts if they want them signed on the shirts.
Dope.
Um, and pictures as well. I'll have printouts that they can get it, stuff like
And
that.
people, I mean, and anybody that's listening, you're gonna be there. Shoot your shot. You know what I mean? Like I ain't saying anything's gonna happen, but you know what I mean. You never know. You know. Now, what if people wanted to get into the business? Like, obviously, you're still new to it, but like, say there's people that are listening, the girls are listening, and they really want to get into business. I know it's a lot easier for girls than it is guys. I always say guys are nothing but hired dicks.
Right.
They're just rented dicks. But
Exactly.
but like, what advice would you give to
Um,
someone?
Honestly, they can just go online because it's so easy to get in porn. That's all I did was search online how to get in porn, or you can search
Now, hold on. Before we do that,
adult
so like,
modeling
do you just say
agencies.
like, "Hey Alexa" or "Hey Siri, how do I get into porn"? Like, when you Google it, like, "Hey Google."
No, you know what? I wouldn't say how. I wouldn't say to search up how to get in porn. Actually, I would say you can search up like agencies in LA who do like adult modeling type of stuff. Like that's what I would search up.
Okay,
And that is what I searched up.
gotcha.
So
Yeah, because Alexa or Siri, they'll
other
cut you the fuck
agencies,
off if you say, "How do I get into porn?" You gotta
right?
strategically word
Oh
that.
yeah, probably.
How do I get into adult cinema?
Yeah.
Or something weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, the cool thing is like you gotta get an agent. Obviously, do your research. Know somebody that knows what they're talking about. You don't want to just go into this shit. Like it's
Exactly.
not everything that you
Yeah.
see on Pornhub. It's not everything you see on a Google search. It's not. You That's how you can
Exactly.
get taken advantage of. So
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I'm very smart, and I don't. I'm an Aquarius, so I just. I don't know. I don't trust many people and stuff like that. I always watch my back and stuff like
well,
that.
we definitely appreciate you coming on and talking to us, and we respect your hustle, and
Yeah.
we
Thank
respect
you
how
for
chill
having
you
me.
are.
Thank
Like,
you.
I feel like I should be like,
Thank
I don't know.
you.
I feel like I should be laying down for this, like I'm in a therapy session or something. Like this has been like probably the
I,
most chill
thank
podcast that I've
you.
done. You
Thank
know,
you.
um, and we hope that you win the award and people go in, they buy your
Oh,
shirts,
thank
and
you.
we'll what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hit you up. I want to do a contest. I want to do
Hmm.
something. We gotta figure out a cool way. I'm gonna buy one of your shirts and we're gonna give it away to somebody, if that's cool with you.
Oh,
So
cool. Yeah, okay,
so we could
perfect.
definitely,
That would
yeah.
be
So we'll
fun.
think of some crazy way to do it where it doesn't include dick pics.
Hmm.
Because honestly, guys,
Right.
yeah, if
Okay.
she don't want dick pics, I sure as hell don't
Yeah.
want dick pics. Now,
No.
ladies,
No
ladies,
mixing.
if you got some
But
hot nudes,
yeah.
that's different.
A
But like
nice
Jada says, you got to be
ass
cute
or
and clean.
nice titties.
If you're not cute and clean, don't send us those pictures. We don't want them.
Yeah. But yeah, that sounds perfect. Definitely just hit me up about what idea you have about that because that sounds pretty fun.
Well, like I said, we appreciate you. Anything else you want to tell the fans before you get out of here?
No, I just want to say thank you for watching me and thank you for supporting me and following me. If that's what you guys do, or go follow me if you don't.
Definitely go follow her.
Thank
Go rub
you.
one out because I know you guys will. And then see her at AVN. Cop her shirt, get a photo with her, follow her. She's gonna blow up, and
Yeah.
we hope that you win the award. And anytime you want to come back on
Yes,
the
thank
show,
you.
the invite is always there.
Hmm.
You can come on and you could talk about
Perfect.
whatever you want to talk about. You just let us know, and
Okay.
open
Sounds
forum platform
good.
for you.
Thank you.